Good evenings and greetings from Phnom Penh. I'm Jesse McCall, live from the studio of Troy Young News. Tonight we're going to step back from some of the daily reports and analyze the fundamental character of how two nations have been responding to this conflict. You see, in diplomacy, there is a currency more valuable than gold and more powerful than artillery. That currency is called sincerity. For months, the world has watched the tension between Cambodia and Thailand, and if you look closely at the timeline, a clear pattern emerges. One nation, Cambodia, has acted consistently with sincerity, transparency, and restraint. The other, unfortunately, Thailand has resorted to trickery, provocation, and shifting narratives. So tonight, let's explore why Cambodia has chosen this path of sincerity. Let's also explore how Cambodia has proven this sincerity and what lesson this could even offer to a world hungry for genuine leadership. You see, sincerity is not a feeling, it's a track record. Let's look at the evidence of Cambodia's conduct since this conflict escalated earlier this year. First of all, there was the immediate call for mediation. When tensions first flared in July, what did Cambodia do? Did Cambodia hide? Did Cambodia mobilize silently? No. Cambodia immediately called for third-party mediation. Cambodia welcomed Malaysia, the ASEAN chair. Cambodia welcomed the United States. Cambodia welcomed China. Why does this prove Cambodia's sincerity? Because it's not difficult to understand that a nation that is lying hides from the police. A nation that is telling the truth calls the police. By inviting the world to watch, Cambodia proved that it had nothing to hide. Second, there was the discipline of the ceasefire. In late July, a ceasefire was agreed upon. Within hours, Thai forces were accused of violating the ceasefire. But take a look at Cambodia's response. Even when provoked, even when Cambodia territory was encroached upon in Prachan village, the Cambodian military exercised maximum restraint. Prime Minister Hun Manet explicitly ordered the Cambodian troops not to return fire unless absolutely necessary, only for self-defense. This isn't weakness, this is discipline. It was the sincerity of a government that values the lives of its soldiers and its citizens more than just a quick political win. Then there's the humanitarian priority. Consider the 18 captured soldiers. For over 115 days, Thailand has held them. Cambodia hasn't responded by capturing Thai tourists or soldiers in retaliation. No. Instead, Cambodia has worked tirelessly through the International Red Cross and diplomatic channels to secure their release. We're still working on that. We appreciate your support. This is the sincerity. Cambodia treats this as a humanitarian crisis, not a political game. We want our sons home. Thailand, by contrast, treats them as bargaining chips, delaying their release with shifting demands about landmines and border fences. Then there's also the rejection of false narratives. When Thailand accused Cambodia of planting quote-unquote new mines, even just in this last November, an accusation debunked by logic and the history of their terrain, Cambodia didn't respond with counter-accusations and charades of Thai planting landmines. No. Cambodia responded with the facts. Cambodia pointed to Cambodia's record as a leader in humanitarian demining globally, and Cambodia's adherence to the Ottawa Convention. Cambodia stuck to the truth even when the other side was staging photos with tractors and pinned mines. So, why does Cambodia choose sincerity when its neighbor chooses trickery? Well, the answer lies in who Cambodians are and where they come from. First of all, of course, there's the lesson of survival. Cambodia is a nation that has survived the unthinkable. Cambodia knows the cost of lies and the cost of war. The win-win policy of 1998, which ended Cambodia's civil war, was built on a foundation of trust and keeping promises. I remember in 1998 when the Khmer Rouge laid down their arms at a promise that we'll accept you back into society. You can have your farm next to our farm. Your kids can study at our schools. This was a promise that was kept. Cambodia learned from this that you cannot build a future on deception. This history of Cambodia has created a government and people that understand the value of peace, but also understand that peace is fragile and it must be handled with honest hands. There's also the confidence of unity. Thailand has resorted to trickery because its government is weak. It's fractured by military factions and political instability. And they need external enemies to distract from their internal chaos. But Cambodia is different. Under the royal government, Cambodia has achieved great national unity. We don't need a war to make us feel patriotic. We're secure in our identity. Sincerity is the luxury of the stable. Because Cambodia is united under the roof of peace, we can afford to be honest. Thailand, unfortunately, divided and anxious, feels that it must lie to survive. There's also the Cambodian culture that teaches that truth is a source of power. The Cambodian approach, patience, restraint, and appeal to justice, is a reflection of a society that values moral authority over brute force. So what is the lesson here? Why does this matter to someone watching in Paris or Washington or in Beijing? The Cambodia-Thailand conflict is a case study in modern diplomacy. It teaches the world that a smaller nation, armed with the truth and the law, can stand tall against a larger aggressor. Cambodia is showing the world how to de-escalate. We're showing that you can be firm without being ferocious. You can be strong without being savage. When history looks back at this period, it will record two very different approaches. It will see one nation that used landmines as excuses, soldiers as hostages, and treaties as toilet paper. And you'll see another nation, Cambodia, who stood firm on the MOU 2000, who honored the Kuala Lumpur Accords and kept its word even when it was bleeding. You see, sincerity is not just a virtue, it's a strategy. And it's a strategy that is winning the respect of the world. We also call on our neighbors, Thailand, to learn this lesson. Drop the tricks, drop the provocations. Meet with us in sincerity, and you will find a true friend. Continue with lies, and you'll find a nation that will never, ever yield its truth. Thank you for watching. Good night, and we'll be joining you again soon with more news here from Try Young Studios.
ត្រយ៉ងនាំសារពិតគ្រប់ទីកន្លែង